my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute that sun is up. There's no rest of it.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Gotta be lying. Go.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. Now Wilkins. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun, Bigsby. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dallas.
Another run by Bigsby. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Commanders' 49-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Wilkins. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the gun, it's Wilkins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It'll be Wilkins once more. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Second and 10. Here's Wilkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Wilkins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Back to Krosky-Merritt on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Cougar, Warriors, 70. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilkins. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilkins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now a 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Wilkins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Joshua Party on for the field goal. A 27-yard.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this sort of plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Drop 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Dragons.
Daniels looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
19 left, Panther 70 Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Wilkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He finds his man, complete. That's home. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Wilkins. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Jordan McGee on the coverage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Throwing again is Wilkins. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Elijah Arroyo, 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Commanders 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jahan Dotson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 14.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get up, set, let's go. 19, 18. Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Here we go. Top 50.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Operating from the gun, Wilkins. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a handoff to Grigsby. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Wilkins. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilkins. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilkins. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tank Bigsby, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Get your money up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now
and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezaraku able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Daniels. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Daniels. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
18,
First and 10
pioneer.
at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, right?
To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Let's go now. Liking 18. 70 Lions.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Arroyo, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. And Bigsby once more. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Wilkins. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
60 back.
Back to throw. Daniels. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Back to throw now on first down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
70, Buffalo, 18, 5 in. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And it's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Panther 11.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Go. Ready.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
19 tight. Here we go.
Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making. during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wilkins. Well, he'll find Hall. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go street.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Commanders 34.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Yeah, able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get it. Ready, right?
Running out of the gun with White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Complete right side to Hyatt. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's go now. Ready.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. They'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Deputy Lions.
Inaudible here to get a new look.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. He'll try to do it himself. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Parker, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Wilkins. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll start it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down, Dallas.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Wilkins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
From the gun, it's Wilkins. He's got Lamb near the sideline making the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a first throw here in overtime. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Shotgun snap for Wilkins. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 24, Wilkins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well. And is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. A run here with Bigsby. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
19, Warriors, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1960 Mavericks, Cup 19, Cup 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Go.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going post the dog or some bum. Alright, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. tried to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever.